have taken the other ride? What if I had put down the weight I hold? What if every choice I made in the dark was just one decision away from a different start? I keep replaying every moment like a film, where the ending changes but the damage stays still. What if I had said the things I swallowed down? What if I had stayed instead of leaving sound? What if the version of me that gave up that night had found one reason to keep up the fight? I can't undo the chapters that I already read, but I keep asking, what if I was a different man? And I don't know if the answers even exist, but I still last every single thing that I missed. What if it all could have been different? What if the fall was never written? What if the scars were never started? What if I pulled back the curtain? And if I could go back again, would I have known how to begin? 'Cause all I want is to understand. What if I reached for a different hand? I trace the outlines of the choices that were made before I knew the cost, and every one of those quiet voices was a version of me getting lost. I've been carrying the weight of every crossroads, every door I walk through or ignite, and somewhere in the space between the moments as my life I could have been moving toward. And I don't know if the answers even exist, but I still ask every single thing that I missed. What if it all could have been different? What if the fall was never written? What if the scars were never certain? What if I pulled back the curtain? And if I could go back again, would I have known how to begin? 'Cause all I want is to understand. What if I reached for a different hand? Maybe the what ifs don't have to be wounds. Maybe they're just questions that I'm learning to move through. Maybe the road I took was the only one I could. Maybe I'm exactly where I always understood. Or maybe what if it all could have been different? What if the fall was never written? What if the scars were never certain? What if I pulled back the curtain? And if I could go back again, I think I finally know how to begin. 'Cause all I want is to understand. What if I reached for a different hand? What if it all could have been different?